Chapter 116, Sensation of Key 1. Those who are sitting here today all have a certain level of understanding of genetic ancient martial arts. Some might even have the intention to study or understand genetic ancient martial arts in depth. So I won't tell you some of the things that are common knowledge. Today, I will only talk about one problem that is still being debated by various sectors. And that is the true difference between the extreme branch of genetic evolution and the school of genetic ancient martial arts. The old man did not speak quickly, but his voice was loud and clear. Everyone could hear him clearly. He had just finished his sentence when the entire venue erupted in thunderous applause. Zhu Tui was also clapping. That was because the issue that Shen Jushuang brought up was the real deal. That was what many of them were truly confused about. Just what was the difference between genetic ancient martial arts and the genetic mutation evolution path that major genetic evolution colleges promoted? Zhu Tui did not have a clear answer to this question even though he had read all of the theory books in Luo Murong's room. Of course, what I am saying today is merely my opinion. It only represents my thoughts and understanding. If there are people who have different opinions, we can find an opportunity to discuss it in depth after class. Old Master Shen laughed. He casually sat down on a chair and started his lecture. The genetic mutation evolution path that the schools promote is similar to our genetic ancient martial arts. In theory, the path of genetic mutation and evolution promoted by the school includes genetic ancient martial arts. They had too many things in common. Both methods allow for the continuous enhancement of the limits to the explosive abilities of our bodies, through a variety of secret techniques that train the body. Furthermore, the reason genetic ancient martial arts could be revived from when they were the butt of jokes 100 years ago to now was because the earliest pioneers of genetic ancient martial arts had first walked the path of genetic mutation and evolution. Then, why did genetic ancient martial arts, which originate from the path of genetic mutation and evolution, later independently developed into a genetic ancient martial arts school? In this, it involves the fundamental difference between the genetic mutation evolution path, promoted by the school, and the genetic ancient martial arts school. And that is the genetic ability field. The more common term for it now was an energy field. All of you here should know this. An energy field was the most powerful tool an extreme branch cultivator could use against a mystery branch cultivator in the future. At the same time, the energy field was the most powerful defensive and destructive force an extreme branch cultivator could have in the future. There's no contest. Or genetic ancient martial arts school also has an energy field. However, within the genetic ancient martial arts school, especially old people like us, we are more willing to call an energy field inner ki, or perhaps true energy. This term was rather ancient. However, no matter if it is called an energy field, inner ki, or true energy, the things it represents are the same. Similarly, we of the genetic ancient martial arts school have to thank the founder of the genetic mutation evolution path for reproducing the internal energy that we only saw in movies and novels in the past. Since the names and properties of the two are the same, what's the difference? Here, I'll get a few students to do a demonstration. You should be able to understand what I mean. This is my disciple, Meng Sixi. He has already made small achievements in the training of his internal energy, which is also his energy field. The strength of his energy field is roughly equivalent to that of a level B genetic liberator. Are there any level C genetic liberators or above who can use their energy fields present in the lecture today to cooperate with the demonstration? Shen Jushuang said. There were no shy students in attendance. Many people immediately raised their hands to display their abilities. Shen Jushuang's assistant had chosen a total of 8 genetic liberators from level C to level A to take the stage. The other person was a level F genetic mutant. The content was simple. There was a stack of high-strength steel plates in front of everyone. It was 60 centimeters long, 40 centimeters wide, and 1.2 centimeters thick. These high-strength steel blocks could block off a single shot from an ordinary pistol. At this moment, they were all placed on powerful immobilization devices. There was only one request for all of the exhibitors, including Shen Jushuang's disciple, Meng Sixi, and that is to use different parts of their bodies to shatter the high-strength steel plates. They could no longer use that body part after they smashed the high-intensity steel plate. They had to switch to another body part. Soon, the display started. There were continuous explosions. However, the explosions soon became monotonous. All of the extreme branch cultivators would no longer be able to shatter the other reinforced steel plates. After they shattered one or two of them and switched to the other body parts, Zhu Tui, who was sitting closer to the stage and even using his hazy mental senses to sense what was happening, suddenly made a small discovery. The areas where the extreme branch cultivators smashed the reinforced steel plates were all areas where the body's explosive energy fields were. For example, they might be able to break them with their fists, but they could not do so when they switched to their elbows and legs. That was because the genetic ability chain around their legs that had an energy field had not been activated. It could not unleash an energy field attack. Some could use their elbows or legs, but not their fists and palms. Even the strongest level F genetic mutant only managed to break 5 reinforced steel plates before he couldn't do so. However, on the other hand, Shen Jushuang's disciple, Meng Sixi, was constantly blowing up the reinforced steel panels.